We've spoken about this before. There's something called, I don't know what it's called in Chazal. I'm trying to think of myself what it's called. I don't know. I've got to think about it. But in the Goyish world, there's something called the honeymoon period. Honeymoon period. You know what a honeymoon is? Yeah, you know? Huh? Yeah, that's right. That's called in the. I want to know what's called a chazal. They don't have like a zisatzat. Huh? Shana Rishona. Wait till you're married. You'll find out what Shana Rishona means. Yes.
It's where the parents have their honeymoon, meaning like they go out by themselves without their kids.
All right, whatever that means, because there are no kids, by the way. Usually there's a honeymoon because there's no kids. Not because they say, okay, kids, we're going to leave you for a while. Now, honeymoon is a certain period right after something begins that it's, as he called it, the sweet time. Bliss, everything's great because there are no worries. There's no problems. There's no challenges yet. Everything's great.
Kids yet.
There's no kids. Yeah, there's no bills yet. There's no a lot of things. There are people that have a honeymoon and they're never going to have kids. Okay? Because afterwards they still have problems. People have problems without kids, thank God. All right? Plenty of problems. As Hashem has his way of giving people problems. Some people, the problems are no kids. So it's easy to say, a guy's got like 16 kids, yeah, without kids. The other one says, with kids. Same thing. Gentlemen, the point is, we all make problems in our lives. We have problems. Things come up. We make them into problems. But for a while, it's all sweet. And when it goes sweet, everything's gewaldig, it's lebendig. But then, it's like Sukkot and, Yom Tov. You know what they call it? It's called right after Tishrei comes the month of Cheshvan. And what do they call it? Mar Cheshvan, bitter Cheshvan. Why? Because there's no Yom Tovim. All the excitement is over. And the bills come in.
No, that's where you have to pay the bill.
I know, that's what I'm saying. The bills come. Yeah, you guys just make the bills. But the point is that when the challenges come, so all of a sudden everybody's like, oh. And that's what happens. Everything begins, it goes smooth, it's great for a little while, it's coasting along, it's new. It's fresh. It's exciting. Get a new suit, it's all exciting. Then after a little while, a button falls off. That's it. Just the button falls off. You got to kick the button over to the side so you can pick it up after Shabbos. But that's what happens after a little while. The honeymoon, this floor used to be, if I show you a photo, you wouldn't believe it. The floor was shiny. It was like a mirror. Huh? Yeah, forget the cracks. It was shiny. But what happens? After a while, it loses the shine. You get to walk on it enough times.
Now it's like a beach.
It loses the shine. Gentlemen, what do you do then? So then you just like go, life goes on. What do you do? Gotta wax the floor again. It's time to wax the floor. It's time to make it exciting. You gotta make life still, perk it up. Got to pick up your life. You can't just like, all right, it's Cheshvan. Yom Tovim are over. Got to find some ways to make it exciting. Now, we've gone through this again, and I will not stop because did you eat yesterday? Yeah? Yes? No? Yes, you did. Okay. Why are you eating today? You ate yesterday. Did you eat on Friday? Did you eat on Thursday? Come on, enough eating. You don't need to eat anymore. No, that's life. Life is you need to eat. You need to sleep. You need to, huh? Not just consistency. Don't make a joke out of this. Because bottom line is, there are things you still need. And one of them is to have goals to accomplish. And if you don't feel accomplishments, you're going to feel, bleh. Now that's where consistency comes in. Sticking to the goals. So gentlemen, got a couple weeks until Hanukkah. And then basically you've got another, a couple more days after that until the break. And then even during that, you've got a whole couple weeks of a break. Set yourself a goal. Stick with the goal. A goal that should get you till the end of the break. Set yourself a goal. Push through it. Keep sticking with it. You know, of course, when you go home, it's going to be exciting when you go home, though. So nice. Geschmack. I'll tell you, many times I've gone from here up north, after Hanukkah time or right around that time. And you know what's the first thing that greeted me when I got there? Cold. That was one thing. It certainly, when I got off the plane, it went, you feel it even in that, whatever that thing's called, right? And what's the next thing that kind of greeted me? I get the rental car, start driving, and what do I see?
Flat tire.
Excuse me?
Flat tire in your car.
No. Huh? What is that?
No.
Snow. Yeah, a lot of snow. Sometimes no snow. Sometimes remnants of snow. But you know what? Yes.
And you think, I'm back.
No, that's not what greeted me. No, it didn't greet me. I'm back. No, I'm back. No, that's not what greeted me. No. What greeted me was what? No leaves. No leaves. Like literally trees that are just sticks. Now look out the window here. Yeah. This is our winter. Ouch. Looks pretty green. Like really green. But you'll go up north and it's going to be no leaves. It's going to be just sticks. It's like, it's going to look literally dead. That's the way it looks. So gentlemen, you're in a green, lively place. It's full of life. Think about it. That's what I'm trying to say. You're going to go home. You're going to get used to all the excitement. Oh, it's Geschmack. For about a day. Then the honeymoon period wears off really quick. And then, bleh. So you have to have a goal during that time too. Something to accomplish. Keep you going. If not, again, what are you going to do? It's going to be boring. You go, oh, no, I can handle boring. No. It's going to be your whole life. Gentlemen, have a goal. Make it exciting. Something that you'll feel accomplished, feel good about. I would pick a couple goals, set a couple things. You'll feel good. You'll feel accomplished. If you have questions what to do, we'll sit down. We'll discuss it. There's a lot of opportunities. But I really believe, Mr. Rottenberg has, I don't know if he set it as a goal, but I think that probably by the time you go home, you'll have finished all those 4 books of Rabbi Ribiat Svarim on Hilchos Shabbos.
Yeah, that was the last one left.
Yeah. You want to bring those up to me right now? Bring over how many? All of them. All of them. Bring them all up. All the ones you did. Yeah. There's another one. Yeah. Yeah, this is the new one. This is the one that you just brought. This is volume 2. Yeah. Yeah. Just show you, gentlemen. Yeah. Look at this. This is the goal that he's so far done. Yeah. Consistency. Yeah. Gentlemen, so there's no reason why guys can't be doing lots of different things. If you had to say, I'm not really sure. I told them, I want to pass you that book, the Taryag Mitzvahs. I've told guys doing this all the time. I said, come on, you'll have learned literally the whole Torah. We talked about learning. Here, we got one. This is not a huge one in comparison. It's not so big. It's not so difficult. In 2 months, he's finished these 3. Gentlemen, Taryag mitzvahs, finish the whole thing. This is just one goal I'm just showing you. Want to pass me that Mishnayos Shabbos? Someone pass it. That, yeah. Reach up there. Yeah, the one that's, what is it, like teal and white? No. Yep, right over there. Yep. Shkoyach. Here, this has got pictures in it. Now, in case you had oh my gosh, 24 prakim, it's very hard. It's true, it's not easy. But I will tell, yes. There was a guy in yeshiva who said to me, I talked about this, and he got excited, and he sat down, and he finished it over Shavuos. By Shavuos, at the end of Shavuos, he made a siyum on it. Gentlemen, and then after that, he said, wow, if I could do that in 2 days, second longest Masechta in Shas. Wow, imagine what I could do in weeks, months. So he sat down and continued. So after Shabbos, he did Eruvin, Pesachim, Shkolim, Yuma, Sukkah, Be'er, Rosh Hashanah, Times Megillah, Rosh Hashanah, Moed Katan Chagi, just going on. And he kept going and going. He said, gentlemen, there are smart guys here. Let's go. Let's see some accomplishments. We're talking some major accomplishments. By the way, do your parents even know that you've been doing this?
Kind of.
Kind of. Okay. Can you imagine what his parents are going to think when they realize that this is on his little spare time? This is not a regular Seder. This is not even my night Seder. I was reading a book about Rabbi Scheinberg. He was Rosh of a yeshiva called Torah Or in Yerushalayim. He was an American guy. In fact, when he was moved to Israel, he had like a mustache. He became this big, famous Rosh Yeshiva. You ever saw this Rosh Yeshiva with he looks like a big football player? Like his head, he looks like he's wearing like the football gear. It's literally. You saw that picture? Yeah. He wore tons and tons of tzitzis. Huh?
Like Rabbi Scheinberg.
That is Rabbi Scheinberg we're talking about. Yes. So he wore many, many pairs of tzitzis. But that's not a thing that you can say wow, he wears tons of tzitzis. Okay, it's a thing, you know what I mean? That's not something I don't think everybody in the room is going to say, let's go copy that. I don't see really anybody else doing that. You know what I mean? It's not like one of those things people go and copy. Wearing tons of pairs of tzitzis. I mean, yeah, you're lucky if guys here wear one, that's true. Or at least they're kosher ones. But I will tell you something fascinating I read in this book. It was very fascinating. It said that when he died, he chapped the Rhine every minute he could, every second he could. It's bizarre in learning. American guy. Grew up in America. He became such a masmid. You want to hear how much hasmara? Now, listen, even we could copy some of it in some little degree. When he davened for the Yomud, davening for the Yomud, when everyone would say Moedim, or they would say other parts that he would just go through very quickly, he had a sefer sitting there, right there with him at the bima, at the Yomud. He had a sefer, these are very complicated svarim. Very complicated, not read a little halacha, a little something, a little note for the day, a little musa sefer. No, we're talking about super complicated svarim. And he would learn for 10 seconds. 10 seconds. People are saying the thing, and he'd go, and he'd be learning the ksais for 10 seconds, and then he'd continue davening. And then he would stop, and he'd continue the ksais, continue davening. When the olim was saying their thing, and he didn't have to say it, so he would read, and he said, it's halacha, ferish halacha, that it's during the time that that he's not supposed to be representing the kahal, then he's able to, as long as he can not lose track, he's able to do it. He can't say it, but as long as he can read it with his eyes. 10 seconds Siddharim. Whatever can happen, 10 seconds here and there. The most common picture they have of Rav Scheinberg, taking pictures of him, is him looking at his watch. Not like, gosh, when's this over? It's like, do I have another minute? Yeah. That's what he did. Can you see the pictures? Go, instead of watching police videos, why don't you watch that? Go look online. Yeah. Yeah, ooh, that's right. Yeah, go look for it. Instead of asking me to go find it for you, go look for it. There's plenty of books here about Gedolim. You can take one out and learn one, read one. That's right. Instead of, oh, very nice story. I'm going to go back to reading about, some other, one of these other Cracker Jacks. Gentlemen, chaparine. You got a chaparine. If you want to be something, feel good. Forget about I want to be the greatest. Just want to be epis. Feel good about yourself. Set yourself a goal. Stick to it and do it. Because if you just walk around, when's it over? It's 4 more days until this month's over. Yes, I don't need to know exactly how many minutes. Shkoyach. I know the guys, they've got the countdown. Let me tell you, you're wasting your opportunity. Chaparine the opportunity. I know the kind of the shine is worn off. Make it shiny. By the way, I'm looking for people who come up with opportunities and ideas to make things shiny. Come to me. Let's come up with some ideas to make it shiny again. All right? Let's have a great week. Let's think positive. Let's